This is the Anthony's, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the all-new 2022 Ford F-150 Raptor R. It's been since 2014 since we've seen a V8 under the hood of the Raptor. Now, of course, the XLT, Lariat trims, different trims of the F-150. You can get a 5.0 Coyote V8, naturally aspirated, but the Raptor trim has not seen a V8 since 2014, and when they redesigned the Raptor in 2016, you got that 3.5-liter twin-turbo EcoBoost V6. You might be saying, why are you not talking about the 2015 model? They did not make a 2015 actually Raptor year, because in that year of 2015, they came up with the redesigned Raptor, and it came out in 2015 as a 2016 model year. So there's never a 2015 F-150 Raptor actually. Like I said, it has the 3.5-liter twin-turbo EcoBoost V6. It makes 450 horsepower, so it's plenty horsepower, but it doesn't sound the best. Just take a listen to how it sounds.
I still think it sounds pretty good. Ford's done some nice exhaust tuning, and they've made it sound decent. Take a listen.
Sure, it might not sound like the worst sounding car ever, but it doesn't sound absolutely amazing. And my dad's 2022 F-150 XLT has the 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6. But here's the thing. It's the better towing engine, but yeah, doesn't sound great. I'd be lying if I said it sounded good. But if you're going to be towing, don't buy a Raptor. I mean, you can tow with the Raptor, but don't buy a Raptor. But also, just like, if you're going to be towing, get a XLT or Lariat or whatever, and get that with the 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6. It's the better towing engine, even if it doesn't sound great. Now let's get back to the Raptor R. Now, this package cost a lot of money to add to the price. $30,000 additional dollars to add to a normal Raptor. The Raptor R is like a package you can add to it. And what that gives you is the same engine out of the Ford Mustang GT500, the new one, the 2022. It's got the 5.2-liter supercharged V8 under the hood, making 760 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers are insane, especially for a 1,500 pickup truck, like a half-ton pickup truck. You're telling me this thing makes those numbers? That's pretty insane. And take a listen to it. It sounds really good.
A button to control the exhaust note, and I have to say, the changes in exhaust note for this truck are absolutely unbelievable. Take a listen to it in sport mode. Okay, so impressively loud, right? Now take a listen to it in quiet mode. That is truly insane. And in fact, if you keep the revs low in quiet mode, it's not that much louder than an electric vehicle. I truly mean that. So if you want to drive this thing early morning and not wake up your neighbors, stick it in quiet mode until you get out, and then you can change it over to sport mode. Or you can change it over to Baja mode, which also has quite a sound. Take a listen.
Deep rumble of the F-150. What a great sound it has. The Raptor R, man. Great grumble, great sound. It just sounds amazing. To me, it's honestly the best sounding pickup truck you could buy now. I honestly think it sounds better than the TRX. I'm sure a lot of people think the TRX sounds better, but I personally do not. Now, the TRX has a 6.2-liter supercharged V8. That's from the Hellcat, and that makes 702 horsepower. Versus this makes 700. So 2 less horsepower in numbers, but honestly, they're pretty close in numbers. I will say though, 0 to 60, 5 seconds for the TRX, 3.8 for the Raptor R. So guys, 0 to 60, definitely a big difference between the two. Okay, let's get back to that price. So base one of these cost $109,145 US dollars, a fully loaded being $111,340. Now, the reason I say fully loaded is you can actually get one option. Well, there's 2 different options, but one only costs money. So there's 8 different flashy and classy colors. We got agate black metallic, anti-matter blue metallic. Yes, anti-matter blue metallic. Quite a cool name. I actually had to double look at that name to make sure I was seeing that right. But yeah, carbonized gray metallic, iconic silver metallic, Oxford white, code orange metallic. That is the color a lot of reviewers are getting on the Raptor R to review. It's just a flashy color for the Raptor R. It's really the one Raptor R color that's new, exclusive for the Raptor R. Like I said, none of these colors cost money, which is to be expected when you're spending $109,000. And like I said, the only other option is a moonroof and a tailgate package. This adds a twin panel moonroof and tailgate step and work surface. I don't know if any Raptor R owners are going to use the work surface in this F-150. It's not meant for working on a job site. It's meant for fast off-roading. But anyways, this package costs $2,195. Now, I'm sorry if I'm looking over here, but I'm looking on an iPad with notes right now. Let's get to miles per gallon, MPG. It's atrocious, 10 miles per gallon in the city. Ouch, man, that's pretty bad. 15 on the highway. These numbers ain't looking good. I mean, I will say these numbers aren't awfully bad for a supercharged V8. While not great, actually a little bit higher than I expected. When I heard these numbers from Doug Demir's review, I was like, okay. And 12 miles per gallon combined. Don't buy this truck or fuel economy, as it is a big supercharged V8. Ground clearance is 13.1 inches, which should be plenty for most off-roaders. Honestly, that's gotta be plenty. 13.1 inches, guys. Unless you're doing like insane rock crawling with giant boulders for some reason. Now this thing will do pretty much anything you throw at it. So guys, let me get onto my thoughts. I am absolutely, I love this truck. This is one of the times, there's sometimes when cars come out and I'm like, that'd be cool, but I can drive that in a couple years. Now, I could own a Raptor R in a couple years when I can drive, of course. I'm not going to get it as my first car, but I could drive it or own it in, 5-10 years or something like that. I don't know. But the thing is, not every car grabs my attention where I'm like, I really wish I could drive now. Like, some cars, I'm like, I can drive in a couple years. But this is like, I wish I could drive this thing now. Like, this thing seems awesome. With that 5.2-liter supercharged V8, that thing's going to have a rumble of a beast. The thing just says, get out of my way. I own the road. Like, it's awesome. And just, it looks awesome. It sounds awesome. And the fact that it has 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds for a pickup truck, that's insane. Like, a couple years ago, that would have been, like, supercar numbers. And the fact that we're now getting this in a pickup truck, it's quite insane. Now, of course, that price tag is quite insane. And if you ask me, while the price tag is quite insane, the fact that you're able to get that much horsepower for that price is actually kind of a bargain. Yes, $109,000 is a lot of money. But I bet you, if this truck came out in the 90s, it'd be like $300,000, $400,000. It could have even been $500,000. Now, would it have been that much money from a Ford? Probably not, but I actually feel like if this truck came out in the 90s from Ford, it would have cost more than it does today. Just like the fact that you have to pay $110,000 and you get this much horsepower, which like 10, 20 years ago to get this amount of horsepower, you might have had to pay $500,000, $1 million, and the fact that we have getting down to this lower and lower price for this amount of horsepower, it's actually quite insane. Now, yes, it's not the price that appeals to the masses of people, but it's still lower of price than it would have been probably several years ago. So yes, as you can tell, I love the all-new F-150 Raptor R, and also the fact that I made this into a full video, not a short, can also tell you that I love this truck. It deserves more than just a 60-second YouTube short. It deserves a pretty good, decent length video. And yes, I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm rambling, but I really like this truck. But let me tell you my favorite colors of this truck. I really like Code Orange and Azure Gray Metallic Tri-Coat. That color pops. Like, man, I'm telling you, that color's got a slight blue hint to it. It looks really nice, but my favorite color is Code Orange. That's the iconic color, and I bet you most F-150 Raptor Rs are going to be selling in that Code Orange. These trucks are probably going to be very rare. I don't believe they are limited production numbers. These trucks are going to be very rare. Ford's going to try to sell them as many as they can. But I bet you these trucks are probably only going to sell like 10,000 units. With the price it cost and just like the amount of horsepower. So even people that can afford this truck, some people are gonna be like, I don't want this truck that's obnoxiously loud. And it's understandable, but to me, I love that V8 rumble. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. All the sources used for this video will be down in the description below. My big source for this video, though, was Doug DeMuro, his YouTube video review. I love watching his videos every single time. He goes over all the quirks and features, but also he's pretty good with going over the numbers of the car and some of the specifications. I'll put a link to his video down below. Also, another really good source, which this one might be obvious to some of you guys, but Ford.com is also a great source, of course, to look up stuff for this vehicle. Even though most of the time Doug DeMuro is right, I hate to admit it, but he has been wrong about specs before in videos, so I did check on Ford.com to make sure that what Doug said matched up with what matched up with what he was saying. And so yeah, I also double checked in there, and I had a few other sources. I'll put all the sources down in the description below if you want to check them out. Guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I can't wait to see one of these F-150 Raptors R on the road. It would be fun to see one of these out on the road. I've already seen 2 Hummer EVs, so it's very possible I could see one of these. The fact that I've seen like $130,000, $200,000 electric truck, I could possibly see a Raptor R. And maybe I'll also see one of these at a car show one day. You never know. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you're going to smash that like button. Hey guys, this is the Anthony's, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to today's video. It's been since 2014 since we've seen a V8 under the hood of a Ford F-150 Raptor. Now, you can get a 5-liter Coyote V8 under the hood of a normal F-150, like XLT, Lariat trims, just different trims. But the Raptor has, since 2017, since it got redesigned, since it got redesigned in 2016, it's had the 3.5-liter twin-turbo